everybody, and welcome back. I'm Maple Vangirl. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're about 2.5 weeks into the build, and we haven't killed ourselves with power tools yet, so things have been going pretty well. And we've learned a lot of valuable things while we were building that we're going to share with you, and hopefully the things that we share with you can help you out too. So let's find out what we learned. So something valuable that I learned is that when you're using these kinds of bits to grind rust out of your vehicle, size means different things. So both of these are coarse bits. You can see they've got bristles made of brass, and the only difference between them is that one's a bit bigger. Now you may think that, oh, this one's bigger, that means I can get the job done faster. That's not necessarily the case. What I found when I was using it is that the bigger one, I think the bristles are more flexible, so you can get into different spaces, whereas this one, the bristles are a bit more rigid, so this is gonna grind, it's gonna be a bit harsher than this one. So when you're doing the serious bits of rust and you need to grind out the oxidization, then you're, if it's really bad, as was the case in my vehicle, then you're going to want to use a smaller bit to do that. Hopefully you don't have to use anything this harsh, but Lola's an older vehicle, and she had a lot of rust in the bed and I had to grind it out. So something that you're going to want to do is, before you cut your reflectix to fit your window or whatever, you're going to want to use a template, and I've used just dollar store Christmas wrapping paper because it's nice and flexible and it's cheap and you can get it on a roll. So and just check to make sure your template fits properly, and if it fits properly, which this one does, you can get cutting. Go back to your roll and cut your piece to fit in there. Another useful lesson that I've kind of figured out just sitting here having a break is that when you're cutting your templates, if you're going to use hard insulation to fill in sort of the larger part here, so like if you're going to cut hard insulation to go over top of the reflectix, cut the template for the hard insulation first, cut the hard insulation, and then from that template you can cut your smaller template for your reflectix, and that'll save you some paper and be good for the environment and stuff like that. So that was another lesson that I learned. So as you can see here, we got a couple of patches put in today. The mechanic put those in for us, and that way there's no holes in the floor from where we took out the old air conditioner. It was disconnected when I bought Lola, and to get it reconnected would have just been more time, more money, more hassle, and to be honest, it would be in the way for where I want to put my bed, so I didn't want to get it reconnected. I've also got a couple of problem areas on the floor by the wheels. I've tried to patch this as best I can, but I'm noticing that there's still beads of water coming up through the floor, and there's still rust. So because I don't want that going on under my floor, I asked the mechanic what to do about it. He recommended Flex Seal, which is a rubber spray. So we're going to put a few coats of that over these problem areas, and hopefully that will take care of everything. So you can see here, this is what the Flex Seal looks like. Got a few coats down on both of the problem areas near the wheel wells, so hopefully that'll keep moisture from getting into the vehicle. And I'm going to end this video off by showing you all the work that I've done this week, because today is the day that we're going to start putting the floor in. My grandfather's going to help me because he's awesome, and yeah, this is all the wonderful hard work that I've done. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you like the video, give a like, comment, maybe a subscribe, and we will see you out there on the road.
Look, I am your father.